If your business slows down or stalls when you step away, you didn't build a business. You built dependency.
Oh, that is a harsh reality check right out of the gate.
Right. But today, we are completely tearing down that reality. Welcome to the deep dive, by the way. We're digging into a really fascinating stack of strategy guides and blueprints today.
Yeah, and these sources show exactly how modern business owners are using AI right now in 2026 to radically scale their operations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The mission for today's deep dive is to uncover exactly how you transition from being this exhausted, overworked business owner into the actual architect of a self-sustaining machine.
And doing that without losing the secret sauce that makes your business special in the first place, which is the big fear, right?
Oh, 100%.
Uh,
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yes.
Because I think we need to start by diagnosing the core problem keeping you, the listener, stuck in the daily grind.
Right. Before we even touch the AI solutions, we have to talk about what the sources call the founder's trap.
The founder's trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you start a practice because you're an expert, right?
Yeah.
You're a great lawyer, a savvy broker, a skilled clinician.
You're really good at the thing.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
are fantastic at the core service. But because you're so good, you get busy. And suddenly, you are so incredibly busy actually doing the work that you literally can't build the business.
You end up trapped by your own competence, basically. And the blueprints point out this massive lie that keeps owners stuck there.
Oh, the lie. Yeah, what is it? No one can do it like me?
Yep. No one can do it like me, or it's just faster if I do it myself.
I mean, I hear that all the time. I've said it myself.
Oh, we all have. But the sources are so explicit here. Those aren't universal truths. They're just glaring symptoms of a lack of systems.
Right. It's a huge red flag. Because when you believe that lie, you default to survival mode. You're answering every email, fixing every little thing, repeating yourself endlessly to your staff.
Which feels like leadership to a lot of people.
Right. You feel like the hero. But honestly, it makes me think of, okay, picture a beautifully built house. As the owner, you think you're the homeowner or the architect.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, you've accidentally engineered yourself to be the central load-bearing pillar of the entire house.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So if you try to pull that pillar out just to, take a 2-week vacation in Cabo, the whole roof caves in.
That is a perfect analogy. Because when owners feel that roof creaking, what do? They try to delegate.
They hire an assistant.
Right, they hire someone. But the sources make this critical distinction. Handing off tasks without clarity or systems isn't delegation.
It's not.
No, it's
Yeah.
just dumping. You're just dumping work on someone's desk. And without a replicable system, it inevitably loops right back to you.
Oh, I see. Because they get confused, they hit a roadblock, and they come knocking on your door.
Exactly, and then you sigh and say, I'll just do it myself, which reinforces the trap.
Okay, so we're the load-bearing pillar.
Mm.
How do we re-engineer the house?
We have to shift our identity entirely. It's a fundamental shift in thinking from I do to it happens.
From I do to it happens. I like that. So moving from operator to architect, let's break those down.
Sure. So the operator is the engine of the business. You're reviewing every minor document. You're the hero swooping in to save deals.
And the result of that is that your income is completely capped by your physical hours.
Exactly. But the architect, you're designing the machine to run whether you are in the office or, like you said, on a beach in Cabo.
Your business grows while your working hours actually shrink.
Right. And the blueprints highlight some really incredible industry-specific examples of this shift in 2026.
Yeah, let's talk about those. Like in law, the operator lawyer is what? Staying up till midnight, drafting initial motions from scratch?
Right, and chasing down clients for signatures. But the architect lawyer uses AI discovery filters.
Discovery filters, how does that actually work?
Well, instead of a human manually scanning 100 dense PDFs for a keyword, the AI uses semantic search. It actually understands the context. Yeah, so it flags anomalies, and it can draft like 80% of the motion based on your previous successful filings.
So you're just doing a 10-minute final review instead of a 3-hour drafting session.
Exactly. You're reviewing the strategy, not doing the typing.
That's huge. And we saw the same thing in the medical blueprints, right?
Yes. The operator clinician is personally calling patients, managing schedules, spending hours on EMR data entry.
Data entry is the worst. But the architect builds an automated patient experience path.
Using ambient AI scribes. This is so cool.
Explain the ambient part.
So the AI scribe just listens to the natural, messy visit. If a patient says, my knee hurts, but also I've had this weird cough, The AI structures that automatically.
Wait, really? It knows the difference?
Yeah, it puts the knee issue into the orthopedic EMR fields, flags the cough for pulmonary, and completely ignores the 5 minutes of small talk about the weather.
That is incredible.
Wow.
And in real estate or finance, the operator is manually pulling comps or texting cold leads.
Right, whereas the architect builds a lead to close pipeline, they use AI agents that can have two-way text conversations with leads.
Qualifying their budget, finding out their timeline, all using natural language.
And it only puts the lead on your calendar when they are actually ready to buy.
Okay, but wait. I have to push back here on behalf of the listener.
Go for it.
In high trust fields, law, medicine, finance, we are taught that our personal touch is our only real value.
Right, the bespoke relationship.
Exactly. So if I hand all this over to an AI, won't that destroy the trust? Won't I just become a cold, robotic processing center?
It's such a valid fear, and it's the most common pushback, but we have to reframe this. Your real value is not typing data into a spreadsheet.
Okay.
True real value to your clients is your judgment. It's your diagnostic intuition, your legal mind, your strategic design.
So by offloading mechanical stuff to AI, I'm actually protecting my cognitive energy for the stuff that matters.
Precisely. You have the bandwidth to be fully present when you're face-to-face with a client instead of stressing about the paperwork piling up on your desk.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so shifting to an architect means relying on a team. But how do we get the team to operate without constantly asking us what to do?
Ah, the communication tax.
The communication tax, yes. It's the biggest headache for small business owners. Feeling like you have to repeat yourself 1,000 times a week.
Right. And the sources argue a massive paradigm shift here. You shouldn't be repeating yourself. You should be cloning your logic.
Cloning your logic. That sounds sci-fi, but it's really about moving implicit knowledge into explicit systems.
Exactly. Implicit knowledge is the secret sauce locked in your head. Explicit systems are written down and automated.
But writing standard operating procedures, SOPs, is awful. It takes weeks, and no one reads them.
Which is why the architect uses the shadow training method.
I love this part. Tell them how shadow training works.
Okay, so you don't write anything, you just hit record. You record your internal meetings, or you use Loom to record your screen while you do a task.
Just doing it naturally.
Yep. Then you feed that raw, messy transcript into an AI like Gemini or a custom GPT, and you prompt it.
You literally just tell it, based on how I handled this client objection, write a 5-step SOP for the sales team.
And it does, because entrepreneurs are usually visionaries, right? They have big, messy ideas.
Oh, absolutely. Skipping from step 1 to step 4.
Right. But the staff, the integrators, they need clear sequential details. The AI acts as the translator between those two brains.
It fills in the missing logical steps. That's brilliant. And then you can use that for all sorts of AI automations for the team.
Like meeting summaries, action items, or my favorite internal knowledge-based chatbots.
Oh, the chatbot. So instead of a junior staffer interrupting your deep work to ask a question, they just ask the chatbot.
And the chatbot gives them an instant answer based purely on your proprietary SOPs, not the public internet.
Plus, project management automations that move tasks along and flag bottlenecks.
It drops the management friction to near zero.
So what does this all mean? It means an empowered team doesn't rely on constant motivation from you. It relies on systems and boundaries.
What's fascinating here is how this actually improves team culture, too. There's this one use case in the blueprints about tone checking.
Tone checking, like on Slack.
Yes, using AI for tone checking Slack messages.
Wait, really? Having an AI rewrite my internal messages, won't my team know I sound like a robot?
Well, it's not about sounding robotic. Think about a high-stress medical or law office.
Okay, very chaotic.
You're running between meetings, a complex question pops up on Slack, and you rapid-fire a 3-word reply while speed-walking down the hall.
Just do it.
Right. To you, you're just being efficient, but to the junior staffer, it comes off as aggressive or dismissive.
The toxic boss perception.
Exactly, which causes massive turnover. So the AI tone checker just sits in the background, it analyzes your quick text, flags it, and gently suggests softening the delivery.
So it saves you from your own stress-induced bluntness.
It's emotional intelligence automation.
That is wild. Okay, so we've cloned our logic for the team, but what about the clients?
Right, scaling your presence to the outside world.
Because we still have that fear of losing our authority, our empathy, our specific way of explaining things.
Well, this is where 2026 tech really shines. Personalized voice engines.
Here's where it gets really interesting, because you can actually train an AI to write exactly like you.
Not generic chat GPT, your specific linguistic footprint. Sentence length, your favorite transitions, the jargon you intentionally avoid.
So give us an example. What tasks can this automate in your own voice?
Let's look at the Friday update email. In finance or law, you know that grind.
Spending 2 hours on a Friday drafting 50 personalized updates so clients don't panic over the weekend.
Exactly. Instead of doing that manually, your voice engine pulls data from your CRM and drafts 50 updates in 10 seconds.
And it sounds just like you. Hey, John, just a quick heads up. We're on track.
It perfectly captures your casual but professional vibe.
What about in the medical field? The bedside manner follow-up.
Oh, this is a game changer. The AI drafts a follow-up based on the patient's chart.
So it says, like, I know the recovery for this specific procedure can be a grind.
Yeah.
Staying hydrated, we're thinking of you.
Exactly. It scales your empathy.
And in real estate, rewriting generic market data.
Right. Instead of a boring national newsletter, the AI takes local data and applies your philosophy.
I always tell my clients to ignore the national headlines and look at these 3 local zip codes.
Right. It's your brain, your philosophy, perfectly scaled.
Yeah.
So I'd ask the listener right now, what stands out to you about the idea of a machine expressing your empathy?
It's a trippy concept, but so powerful. Okay, so we have the theory, we have the vision. How do you actually execute this?
You don't become an architect overnight. The blueprints give a 4-step action plan to start this week.
Step 1, the time audit.
This is crucial. For one entire week, you track every single time you say, I'll just do it myself.
Because those are your primary targets for automation.
Exactly. Those are your bottlenecks.
Okay, step 2, the voice repository.
This is how you train that personalized voice engine. You create a folder of training data.
10 favorite emails, a couple of transcripts of you talking to clients, maybe a blog post you wrote.
You give the AI contrast so it learns your true voice.
Love it. Step 3, the first hire. But we're talking about a digital hire.
Right. Before you hire an expensive human, hire an AI tool to handle just one specific workflow.
Like just lead intake or just those Friday updates. Get a quick win.
Keep it contained at first. And finally, step 4, the review hour.
Spend 1 hour every Friday not working.
Right. You are reviewing your systems. You ask, did the machine work this week? Where did it break?
You're doing maintenance on the architecture. This is such a practical toolkit.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, in 2026, the gap between a $1 million business and a $10 million business isn't the number of employees you have.
It's the quality of the architecture.
Exactly. Operators are replaceable. Architects own an asset that produces value while they sleep.
Wow. All right, let's quickly recap this journey. We stepped out of the founder's trap today.
We did.
We used shadow training to pull implicit knowledge out of our heads to empower the team.
Yeah.
And we deployed voice engines to scale our personal touch.
It's a complete transformation of how you work.
And the specific next step, recommended by the sources, is booking an AI team training and strategy session.
Highly recommend that. It gets you started building these systems and actually removing those bottlenecks.
Get an expert to help you set it up. But before we go, I know you had one final thought to leave everyone with.
Yeah, I do. It's a lingering question. We've talked entirely about engineering yourself out of your current job, right?
Automating everything.
But if your AI systems perfectly clone your logic and replicate your voice and manage your team, what exactly will you choose to do with your Monday mornings?
Oh, man.
Who do you become when the business no longer needs you to survive?
That is a deep question.
Yeah.
And honestly, the best possible problem to have.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. Your homework is clear. Go start that time audit. Catch yourself saying, I'll just do it myself. We will catch you on the next one.